And welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Wall Warriors and the Tejada Devils. The second to last game day of our regular season will be the final game day for the Wall Warriors here in Fall 23. I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you just 5 of 6 matches played today. One of those on the scheduled Cray and Bradley against Jairo and Iriondo has been forfeited in favor of the Devils. Let's pull up those standings right away so you can see the scenarios coming into crucial day in our Fall 23 regular season. Devils, that forfeited win is not yet in their total. You see 4 points separating third and fourth place. However, with 16 points remaining and at 55.5 for the season, the Devils can pull off a sweep today and do some damage against the Chargers on Friday night. Outside chance that they could sneak into second place and knock the Warriors down to third. However, if the Devils don't get enough points, well, then there's a possibility that the Chargers might be able to sneak into third place. They'll all clear up as we move through the game day today, but we're going to get started with an advantage here for the Warriors. It's their second-ranked team taking on the third team of the Devils. For the Warriors, we have Nicholas and Julin. And for the Devils, it is Douglas and Iriondo. Overall this season, Douglas and Iriondo, up and down season for them. But as a third team, 4-7, not all too bad for that duo. Their opponents, Nicholas and Julin, 6-5 in this second-ranked group. They've had to play a couple extra matches. Always tough. Bunch of points here this season. Look to go out on a high note with a win. Warriors with a chance to spoil the Devils' third place finish and lock themselves into that final playoff spot. Chargers cheering for the Warriors today. See if it will come down to that final game day, or can the Devils lock it up? Nicholas will have the serve. We're ready to begin.
There's a serve by Nicholas. We begin. Backhand by Iriondo to the inside. Julin from the 12 line. Iriondo deep in the backcourt from the 13 line on the backhand. Here's Iriondo, backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Backhand by Nicholas, wall to wall. Robote coming out. Douglas, forehand Robote. Ball missed off the Robote. First point goes to Nicholas and Julin of the Wall Warriors. Nicholas has the serve.
Yeah, key here is you see how Douglas is up there in the front court. Pretty close to 100% with that knee. Just tweaked it a little bit in some of the practices. Don't know how he's going to come out. First point moving around pretty well. See how involved he is early on in this one.
Here's the backhand by Julin. It goes wall to wall. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Douglas. Here's the catch by Julin. Julin hard to the inside. Douglas with the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Julin, big right side. Robote coming out. Douglas on the Robote. He makes the save. Nicholas cuts it off. Backhand. Here's a backhand by Iriondo. Nicholas from the 9 line. Nicholas again from the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Douglas, good catch. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Beautiful catch by Douglas at the side wall. Iriondo deep in the backcourt. Robote left side. Douglas lets it pass to the forehand of Iriondo. Catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Magic City bounce. Douglas makes the save. Light touch to the inside. Nicholas moves in. Winds up with the Costado. Scoop by Douglas. Costado 2-wall. Read by Julin. He cannot make the play. Well played by all 4 players. Douglas and Iriondo are on the board with a point for the Tejada Devils. Douglas serves.
Yeah, I don't think Julin was expecting that type of 2-wall coming from Douglas. Usually opens up nicely with a bunch of cut. That time he actually ran around it, trying to take it on the left side. And he's a right-sided player. Kind of overthinking right there, trying to get it on the Costado to throw a 2-wall, but comes to the right side. Julin's more than capable of killing it from there. Big break for the Devils, ties it up, 1-1.
Here's the backhand by Julian, low and hard. Douglas is there. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Julian on the catch. Backhand from the 12 line. Douglas hard to the inside. That's along the wall. Catch by Douglas. Cortada by Douglas. What a stop by Julian. Robote forehand. That does not clear the overhead screen. A well-played point again.
What a turnaround.
Nicholas and Julian with 2 points. Douglas and Ariando with 1. A reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And a lot of times the lower these balls come in, the tougher they are to control. Little contact there with the side wall. That's just beautifully done by Julian, sticking with the catch the entire way. Warriors are rewarded with that point.
Robote coming out. Douglas takes it in the air. Backhand, low and hard. Ariando steps up. Oh, that's a tip ball there at the 10 line. 3 points for Nicholas and Julian. Nicholas serves.
I've seen a couple more drops by Ariando in the back playing in this third team with Douglas compared to the 4 team with Hyro. Just got to lock back in here. Match it. They can definitely win and help themselves out, securing third place.
There's the backhand by Ariando. Backhand by Nicholas. Ariando from the 12 line. Julian's there. Backhand to the inside. Here's Douglas. Backhand. Powerfully thrown in. Julian is there. Douglas on the catch. Backhand. Quick release to the inside. Robote. Robote forehand by Douglas. Robote left side to the inside. Cuts right back to the inside. Ariando moves up. Here's the backhand. Low and hard and caught by Nicholas. Backhand by Ariando. Nicholas is there. Here's the backhand. Julian on the catch. Robote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Julian. There's a bobble. That's 2 points for the red shirts. Douglas and Ariando. Douglas serves.
A little bit of traffic up there seemingly threw Julian off. Hesitated on the throw, didn't have full control, and ultimately just popped out of the basket at the end. Haven't been too much offense yet in this match, but that's to be expected. The second-ranked doubles haven't thrown many shots really all season long, particularly this
Douglas
team.
makes the catch at the 9 line. There's the backhand. Julian calls for the catch, plays it back to the inside. Here's the Robote, left side by Douglas. Julian on the catch. Outside placement is out of play. 3-3.
Yeah, that one low to the outside, right over Douglas's head. Fortunately, he ducked. Got to keep those in play, especially you're the better defensive team of the two. You want some longer rallies. Don't need to give away a quick point off a shot that is a low percentage to score.
Beautiful serve by Douglas will score. They have 4 points. Reminder, first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Douglas serves.
And just like that, serve has developed throughout this 2023 season for Douglas. A real weapon for him now. There's a time where we didn't really see him go for it on this first serve, but starting to put a little more pace behind it. It's resulted in a couple points.
Good catch by Julian. There's the backhand caught by Douglas at the 8 line. Nicholas on the catch. Catch by Douglas. There's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Julian on the backhand to the inside. Douglas with a leaping catch at the 10 line. Robote to the inside, rifled. Here's the catch by Julian. Ariando's there. Backhand to the inside. Robote. Ariando calls for it, blasts it to the inside. Nicholas is there. There's the backhand. Robote forehand right up the middle. This one caught by Julian. What a catch by Iriando. Off the bounce at the 13 line. Julian's there. Backhand to the inside. Douglas on the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown to the inside again. Here's Julian. Iriando. Beautiful catch deep in the backcourt. What a catch by Nicholas. Beautifully played. Robote forehand by Douglas to pass. Julian makes the catch at the 10 line. Douglas reaches behind him and make that catch. Difficult play by Julian. Beautiful catch by Iriando deep in the backcourt. He goes wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand. Here's Iriando, backhand from the 12 line. Backhand by Iriando. Here's Julian from the 11 line to the inside. Iriando's there. Robote left side. Iriando's going to save that Robote. Nicholas cuts it off on the bounce. Backhand. Here's the catch by Iriando. Iriando low and hard to the inside. Here's the backhand by Julian. Catch by Douglas. Douglas, powerful costado, but it's right up the middle.
Oh, that's
too much sidewall, and that lands out of play. 5 points and a possible set point for Douglas and Iriando of the Tejada Devils.
Yeah, right away, once it clipped the sidewall, Nicholas with a little scream, you know that's not where he wanted to place that ball. Wanted to keep it high to the inside, force Iriando to either step up or get out there for Robote. Game of inches, Stu. Pushed it a little more to the inside than he wanted, clipped the sidewall first, sailed off the court.
Nicholas picks the serve. Powerful costado. Beautiful catch by Iriando. Here's the catch by Iriando. Low and hard to the inside. Julian's there. Robote saved by Iriando. Here's Nicholas. Iriando with a beautiful catch at the 13 line. There's the backhand. Douglas forehand, Robote rifled and caught by Julian. Aaron by Julian, read by Douglas, stopped by Douglas, dropped by Douglas. 4 points for Nicholas and Julian. Still possible set point here for Douglas and Iriando. Nicholas serves.
Had to be thinking about the return throw. You don't see Douglas miss many, coming right to his forehand. Well-timed carom, though. Kind of caught him going the other way. It's a good reaction by Douglas to get out there. Just got to make that catch, Stu. One that we don't typically see him miss. Just a 1 point deficit now. Keeps Nicholas and Julian alive.
Iriando on the catch. Low and hard from the return. Iriando with a good catch on the forehand. Oh my, that was low and hard. Here's the backhand by Iriando. Backhand by Julian. Catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand by Julian. Douglas is in there. Backhand from the 8 line. Powerfully thrown wall to wall. Robote for Nicholas. He makes the save. Robote for Douglas to the inside. Well to the inside. Here's the catch and the return by Julian. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Forehand by Iriando. Scoop by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Julian backhand from the 11. Robote by Douglas to the inside. That's well played. Kicks up high, and Julian has it. That ball's tipped in the backcourt. We're at the maximum number of points allowable in a set. It is 5-5. This is set point.
Yeah, and a bigger point here for Douglas and Iriando. Nicholas and Julian are used to playing these lengthy matches in the second-ranked group. Also the favorites in this one. So if you're an underdog, getting that first set, huge for the psyche, mental game, particularly for Douglas up there. It's going to be tough for this team to get the next 2 sets off of Nicholas and Julian. There's the serve.
Powerful backhand by Iriondo. Iriondo again, great catch. Powerful backhand, Robote coming out. Douglas, backhand to the inside. Nicholas on the Robote. Douglas aggressively on the forehand. Low and hard. Here's Julian. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Douglas calls for the Robote. Rifles it to the inside. Julian, no one's there for the Robote. That is point and a hard-fought set for Douglas and Iriondo, winning the first set 6-5. We will put 2 minutes on the board, and we will come back out and play our second set. My, oh my.
What a way to end it.
Wow. I don't know if this glass is thick enough to contain the energy on that court.
There were some loud calls, some loud call-offs as well. Good to see communication had a premium in this sport, and Douglas and Iriondo effectively doing it there in the opening set. 6-5, they take it over Nicholas and Julian.
There we are on the ESPN3 Players Cage. Iriondo getting some feedback from Jairo. Arta there on the left side of your screen. Here we have some replays from that first set. Beautiful catch here by Nicholas. Nicholas, split placement, scoop by Douglas. That's just spot on. He returns a 2-all kill shot.
Look at Julian, just overruns it.
Yeah, exactly. Julian was waiting for it to open up more, meaning that it was going to cut out closer to the front wall. Douglas, Douglas is coming off of, don't really know, want to call it an injury, but Douglas dealing with some left knee pain.
Yeah.
And he just came out and played his ass off. I mean, Douglas played beautifully. Oh, the miscommunication there on the Robote.
Yeah, it was coming in so fast. There's just not a lot of time to react to it.
Yeah, it's an error. I mean, it's just an error. But one player thinks the other player's got an easier shot at it, and they don't communicate effectively as to who's supposed to take it.
Yeah, Nicholas on the fall-down save. Tough to get back up and turn another Robote at that speed that the ball was traveling.
Absolutely. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Getting down towards the end of the season here, Andrew.
Second to last regular season game day. We'll be back in action on Friday, Devils and Chargers. So the Devils coming in at 55.5 points on the season. The Chargers at 51.5. So 4.5 points or more for the Devils, and they will secure a spot in the playoffs. If they can get this match, it also keeps the possibility alive that they could sneak into the second seed. They're going to have to win a bunch of matches over these next 2 game days, but mathematically, still possible, Stu. Second set ready to go. Nicholas and Julian will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Nicholas will have the serve for the Wall Warriors in the black shirts. There's the serve by Nicholas. We begin. Catch by Iriondo. Robote left side by Nicholas. Iriondo going for the save that hits the overhead screen. First point of the second set goes to Nicholas and Julian of the Wall Warriors in black. Nicholas serves. See Douglas there kind of picking at that knee. Note he's got a compression sleeve on it. Played great there that first set. Let's see what he's got in store here the second set.
Slow first couple points, but as the set picked up, he got a little more active. He was jumping around, so seems to be a little bit better than we saw earlier today.
Backhand goes wall to wall. Robote coming out. Here's a catch by Iriondo. Iriondo from the forehand, and Nicholas is there. Backhand. Powerful forehand to the inside. Here's the catch and return by Julian. Backhand by Julian. Low and hard off the forehand by Julian. Rebote for Douglas. Douglas changes the pace. Floater will score. 1-1. Douglas serves.
Boy, the floater. I mean, that is a
Floaters
true
are
floater.
Floaters are a killer.
Coming down right on the side wall.
It's often difficult, especially if someone's not familiar with Jai-Alai at any level, to say, man, they catch these fast, hard balls. How does he miss that? Sometimes a slow ball is the most difficult one to catch. That is an ace serve. 2 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Here's a catch. There's the backhand. Here's the backhand. Douglas calls for the rebote. He's got it midcourt. Turns it inside. Nicholas is there. Nicholas sends the Cotto inside. Costado, rather. Catch by Julian way up high. Low and hard back to the inside. Iriondo for the rebote. Outside placement. Scoop by Nicholas. Catch by Iriondo at the back wall. Good control on the reverse. Backhand by Iriondo. Iriondo again. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. Catch by Douglas. Douglas Coasty to the inside. Julian for the rebote. That is not going to make it. 3 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Douglas serve.
Douglas is throwing the ball about as hard as we've ever seen, forcing that rebote, comes shooting off the back wall. Julian just slapping at it, hoping that something good happens. Catching the pad. The pad is bad. 3-1 lead here for Douglas and Iriondo. Impressive showing so far.
Powerful throw by Julian. Will score. 2 points for Nicholas and Julian of the Wall Warriors. Nicholas serves.
That was a big point. It would have opened it up to a 3-point lead. Instead, it's just one. Nicholas now serving. They got to do something different. I mean, Douglas moving around very well. Maybe a couple more shots for the Warriors to get Iriondo on an island there in the backcourt. Seems to be the most effective way to put points up on the board. Douglas not really missing anything today.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand. 7 line. There's the backhand by Iriondo. Julian's there. Backhand by Douglas. There's the backhand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown. Well caught by Julian. Julian sends it to the inside. Here's Iriondo. Nicholas, beautiful catch at the 9 line. Backhand by Iriondo. Backhand by Julian. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall. Play to the inside, a little too far away from the side wall. Nicholas has it. Douglas, rebote left side to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Julian. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We are all tied up at 3 points apiece. Nicholas serves.
Yeah, the waist up Iriondo's catching percentage, about 100%. As that ball has dropped down below the waist, he's had to reach a little bit. We've seen a couple more misses, particularly the one that's crossing the side wall about the 11 or 12 line. See if the Warriors go back to that.
There's the backhand by Iriondo. Rebote coming out. That's on the wall. Douglas makes a difficult save. Nicholas on the catch with time. Coasty inside. Like a bullet, it scores. Nicholas and Julian take the lead in the second set. They have 4 points. Douglas and Iriondo with 3. Nicholas serves.
One of the reasons I love the Costado thrown back to the inside, mean, such a safe throw, Stu. You're not going to throw the ball off the court, and you're forcing the backcourt to make catch after catch after catch, and they know it too. Pressure mounts as each one comes back to him. Missed the first one that time, but he's been catching pretty solidly in this match.
What a catch by Julian. That's made behind him. Catch by Iriondo. Backhand from the 10 line, low and hard. Julian's there. Iriondo again. Backhand to the inside. Douglas on the rebote. High rebote. This one caught by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Caught beautifully by Iriondo in the backcourt. Douglas cuts it off. Backhand to the inside. Rebote 2-all. What a difficult catch and a beautiful return by Iriondo. Nicholas is there. Ball tipped. 5 points for Nicholas and Julian. Possible set point.
Well, it's like they say in other sports, I mean, keep running the play until the defense stops it. Costado back to the inside's gotten him a couple in a row here, 5-3 lead. No reason to test Douglas up there in the front court and throw a shot and give it to him on the forehand.
Iriondo on the catch. Forehand. Here's catch by Julian. Rebote by Douglas. He gets in there to make the save. Here's Julian on the catch. Here's Douglas. Nicholas, rather. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Forehand rotate rifled by Douglas. 2-all by Nicholas is out. 4 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Nicholas and Julian still with possible set point. Douglas serves.
And again, the space is there, and you've got to throw the 2-all. But you've thrown the last 3 right to Iriondo that he's missed. Nicholas winding up to Costado. All he's got to do is keep it inside, doesn't risk losing the point, and forces a tough catch by the lowest ranked player out there on the court right now. Give him 4, 5, 6 in a row. Even if he makes a couple good catches, might not make that many. You just got to test it, play the percentages, and not a smart shot up there by Nicholas.
Nicholas picks it. What a catch by Iriondo. Hard throw to the inside. Douglas calls for the rebote. Keeps it inside. Here's the catch by Julian. Rebote left side to the inside. Big bounce. Nicholas has the rebote. Douglas will cut it off on the bounce. Costi to the inside. Julian comes out. Rebote forehand right over the back of Douglas. Douglas makes the catch. Drop shot. One.
He's going to get there.
Nicholas got there. Costi inside. What a scoop by Iriondo. There's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Iriondo on the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Here's Julian. Rebote to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Julian. Hey, that's close. Scoop by Douglas. Backhand thrown powerfully from the left side.
Yeah,
Juggling on the catch of Iriondo. That is point and set to Nicholas and Julian. So we will move on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes. Wow.
What a comeback there. Nicholas and Julian dropped the first set. They were down early. They take it 6-4. Third set will decide this opening match of the game day.
There we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players back here breaking in between sets. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court for Jai-Alai. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team that wins 2 sets wins the match. We have a split set situation. Douglas and Iriondo winning the first set 6-5. Nicholas and Julian winning the second set 6-4. We move on to a third and decisive set here in just a few minutes.
Nicholas and Julian, I mean, strategy seemed pretty clear there, middle part of that second set. Just get the ball to Iriando, avoid Douglas. I was surprised at how much energy he had, how well he played. Not many shots thrown by Douglas up there in the front, but his defense and his positioning and how he's moving so far passed the test. I mean, these costados, that's what we're talking about. Shoulder level throw to the inside. They want to pick up there by Iriando.
Pick the serve. Look at this catch by Julian. Going for it on the right side, back to the inside. Douglas with the save. He knows he just needs to get it back up to the front wall, and he does. Nicholas on the catch.
Yeah, he goes for the 2-wall. And that's what happens in doubles. You don't throw a good 2-wall. Your opponent has it on the outside. And
some folks paying close attention may have seen, hey, I just saw that ball move. Yes, you did. The ball can be caught deep. It rolls up to the tip when you're controlling the ball. As long as it doesn't bobble around or lose contact with the surface of the cesta, it's good. That's not bobbling. We expect the ball to roll.
Now look at this throw back to the inside. Iriando, what a great scoop.
Tremendous
Couple nice
play.
catches on that.
Yeah,
that last point. But then you see here pretty significant juggle right in front of me and Stu, and we saw that ball popping out. Call was made. Third set about to start right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set. The first team to 6 points will win this match. Douglas serves. Here's the serve. We begin. Here's the backhand by Julian. Iriando on the catch. Forehand up the middle. Nicholas is there. Catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand. Robote. Forehand. Catch by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Iriando in the corner. Robote coming out. That's the rebound off the back wall. Iriando makes the catch. Low and hard. This one caught by Julian. Julian low and hard. This one caught by Iriando. Iriando to the inside. Julian's there. Here's the catch by Iriando. Backhand. Robote 2-all opens wide and scores.
Goodness.
That is a beautifully executed costado 2-all by Nicholas to put the first point up on the board here in the third set. Nicholas serves.
Not the shot I would have expected to be the first one to score for the Warriors, but that was effective.
No, he snapped it beautifully.
I mean,
Douglas was tracking it straight to the outside, and he was like, man, this is opening more than I thought it would.
Wow.
And it did. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall. Nicholas makes the save. Douglas will let it pass to Iriando. Iriando from the backcourt. Here's the catch by Julian. Backhand by Iriando. Robote. Robote forehand by Douglas. Just catch by Julian. Catch by Douglas. Backhand, hard throw, right up the middle, out to the Robote. Iriando from the forehand. Sends it deep. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Douglas reaching behind and make the catch. Powerful, powerful backhand. This one caught by Julian. Backhand to the inside.
Oh,
that ball's tipped. 2 points for Nicholas and Julian. Of the Wall Warriors in the black shirts, Nicholas serves.
Yeah, it looked like it caught a seam deep in the backcourt as well, crossing up Iriando. Just got...
Backhand by Iriando to the inside. Here's Julian. Backhand from the 10 line. Iriando's there.
All power got him that point.
I mean, Douglas is... There are a lot of strong players on the court. These guys just have so much power. Beautiful catch by Iriando. Iriando low and hard. This one caught by Julian. 3 points for the black shirts. Nicholas and Julian. Nicholas serves.
Yeah, a little dangerous on that throw and kind of maybe scared the you-know-what out of Iriando. Just wait to react to that ball. Some of these forehands from Julian the last couple of weeks opens up to the outsides, delivers it a little lower. And with the front quarters that are trying to get back to the inside, these are coming right over their shoulder, even their head. Got the Warriors that point, though. Opens up that 3-1 lead.
There's the backhand by Julian. Catch by Iriondo. Here's the backhand by Julian. Robote for the big bounce. Big right side by Iriondo. Julian, tip ball. 2 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Douglas serves.
And Julian's been locked in since the start. Haven't seen many misses on that left side.
Robote left side by Nicholas. Catch by Douglas. Costi to the inside. Robote dropping. Douglas makes the catch. He's on the 4 line. Blasts it inside.
Wow.
What a catch by Julian. Iriondo. Backhand from the 10 line. Julian's there. Backhand. Douglas forehand Robote straight to the corner. Julian's there. Douglas has the Robote. Catch by Nicholas. Iriondo. Backhand from the 12 line. There's the backhand by Iriondo. Backhand by Julian. Beautiful catch at the side wall. Robote left side. Rifle to the inside, and Julian is there. Douglas calls for the Robote.
Good communication.
Nicholas has it on the bounce. Blasts it. Robote's coming to the outside. Way outside. Douglas outside placement of the costado Robote lands in perfectly to score. My, oh my. That is 3 points.
Yeah, right to the outside. Not expecting that when you're on the outside already.
No, I can't imagine he meant to throw it that well. Yeah. I mean, if he did power to him, I imagine he meant to put it in the middle.
He did give a cesta raise to both Nicholas and Julian, so
yeah,
maybe
like
indicating that.
Even I didn't intend to throw it that well because that was perfectly, that was outside, from the outside to the outside. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's the backhand by Iriondo. This Robote is coming out. Douglas has the ball on the forehand. Low and hard. Good scoop by Julian. Robote forehand. Julian makes the catch. Karam, read by Douglas, stopped by Douglas. Backhand to the inside, stopped by Nicholas.
Oh, he's not going to get out there.
Well played. 4 points for Nicholas and Julian. Nicholas served.
Yeah, he's thinking a little bit too much. He's just got to stand in there and make a tough catch, either a scoop or a catch in the air. That's Mr. Robote. You're not going to get out there in time to make it. Shows you what it does. I mean, the Warriors kept going back to that costado inside. Got Iriondo thinking. Got him a crucial point here now, up 4-3. Their third and decisive set.
Here's a catch by Iriondo. Backhand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Backhand. Robote coming out. Robote by Douglas. This one cut off by Nicholas. Backhand. Backhand by Iriondo. There's a backhand by Julian. Iriondo on the catch. Forehand by Julian. Robote coming out to the 8 lines. Turn to the inside by Douglas. Big right side by Julian. Here's Iriondo. Backhand. Robote forehand by Douglas. Julian comes up with a difficult catch deep in the backcourt. Douglas, backhand from the 7. Douglas, difficult catch again at the sidewall, not completed. Point for the black shirts. Nicholas and Julian This is possible match point for the Wall Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, during that point, Douglas kept looking at his elbow and kept touching stuff. I don't know exactly what's going on, but, I mean, these fall-down rebotes are not easy on especially elbows. So holding it again here during the service box. Hope that he's all right. I mean, not the concern coming into today. Knee seems to be all right, but now the elbow may be an issue.
There's a backhand by Iriondo. Julian's there. Backhand. Douglas on the catch. Backhand thrown powerfully. What a catch by Julian. That's beautiful. Here's Iriondo. Backhand from the 12 line. There's a backhand again by Iriondo crossing the side wall. Rebote coming out. Saved by Nicholas. Here's Iriondo. Backhand from the 10 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote saved. What a catch by Iriondo. Backhand from the 12 line. Rebote coming out again. Rebote forehand. Catch by Iriondo. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Dropping. Douglas calls for the rebote. He's got it on the forehand at the 8 line. Nicholas cuts it off. Backhand. Caught by Douglas. Backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote coming to Nicholas all the way at the 4 line. That ball drops down.
Wow.
Douglas makes the save. Ball
That's
tip
it.
that is point set in a hard-fought match for Nicholas and Julian of the Wall Warriors, winning at 6-3 in the 3rd set.
I got to say, Stu, I mean, that was maybe one of the best matches we've seen this year. We've watched a lot of highlight for a 2-team versus a 3-team. Yeah, just shy of 30 points right there. Incredible. Nicholas and Julian, though, they come out a much-needed win for that Wall Warriors team. First 1.5 points up on the board on this game day. Take a look at that game day score. I was just going to say, I think those 1.5 points by that match that was forfeited in favor of the Devils will appear up there. So that win by Nicholas and Julian actually ties up the game day now. Those 1.5 points have been added to the Devils' season total. They now sit at 57. See the Warriors down there, 39.5. They are eliminated from playoff contention. However, could play spoiler and keep the Chargers in the mix. Chargers and Devils will compete on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern start time on our final game day of the season. As long as the Chargers are within 8 points of the Devils, they will have a chance. May need a sweep, but mathematically, they would not be eliminated. We're going to hear from our winners, Nicholas and Julian, the second-ranked team of the Warriors. Season is complete, 7 wins and 5 losses, finishing at plus 500. Here they are, Nicholas and Julian.
All right, Nicholas, Julian, you guys have won 4 out of the last 5 matches. How does it feel to end in such a high note?
We feel happy to finish with a win. The last game that we are playing together for this season. So it's always good to finish with a win.
Sí, contento, pues hemos hecho, yo creo, una muy buena temporada jugando los dos.
I feel really happy. I think we did a really good season playing together.
Ha sido un placer de jugar con Julen.
It was a pleasure playing with Julian.
Contento de la victoria, así.
She's very happy with the victory. All right, guys, thank you so much again. Let's see what else happens today.
Thank you.
And coming up next, we have a 6th-ranked doubles matchup here for the Wall Warriors. Joseph and Correa coming off their first win of the season, playing with a little confidence against CRB and Arta of the Devils. CRB and Arta 2 and 4. They have 2 matches remaining this season. They'll be playing on Friday night against the Chargers as well. Joseph and Correa 1 and 6. Looking to go out on a 2-match win streak. See if they can get it done right here, Stu. We begin our match with an acrobatic play there in the service box by CRB. There's a backhand. Here's Arta from the forehand. Low and hard. Correa, rather, not going to get up there. Ball tipped. CRB and Arta get on the board first.
Yeah, it's a little, we started off a little chaotic here. Lots of movement around the ball. Ball just trying to find its way to the backcourt, but
Here's a backhand to the inside. CRB runs under it. Robote left side. That's a nice save by Joseph. Coming back for it. Here's Arta. Deep in the backcourt. Lifts the backhand. Back to Correa. Forehand dropping low. Arta's got it. There's a powerful backhand. Trying to get it to pass, and he does. Left side Robote by Joseph. Turn to the outside. The high scoop is made. Just drops it back to the middle of the court. Here's Joseph. 2-wall. Stop by CRB. CRB, the cortada. Right back to Correa. Nice pickup. Here's Arta, powerful backhand. Not going to get past Correa, reaching up overhead in the corner. This one drop back over the top to the inside. There's Arta again. There's Arta reaching in, not going to let that ball pass him. His backhand, though, that clears the overhead screen. Well thrown. Backhand 2-wall. Got him.
That was really well executed by Arta. So, anyone tuning into the broadcast knows I'm not the biggest fan of the backhand 2-wall, but when it's thrown correctly, Arta threw that very deliberately. It was very well lined up, landing out of reach of his opponents and scoring. Very well done.
Fault under serve. Came up short of the 4-line. Second serve coming up for CRB. Here's Arta from the 11 line. Back over the top. There's Correa standing in. Takes it in on the bounce. Karam. Stopped by CRB. CRB low and hard. Right back to Correa. He scooped it up. Backhand's dropping low, and that one tipped. Joseph and Correa get their first point. And the serve.
Correa and Joseph seem to have a pretty good rhythm as far as both communication. Correa's catching is spot on. Power that we're used to seeing out of his right side's all there. Beautifully played.
High, hard backhand from Arta. That clears the overhead screen. Joseph alone for the Robote. Turns it to the outside. That ball's in play. Arta runs under it. Nice pickup by Correa. Reaching up high. Back over the top. CRB. Missed ball there. Middle of the court. That ties it up. 2-2. Robote, nice save there by Joseph. Turns it to the outside. CRB with time. Again, high and hard. Caught by Correa, lining it up beautifully off the sidewall. Going to be another tough scoop. Arta makes it this time. Powerful backhand. Low runner. Here's Correa from deep in the backcourt. This one dropping low again. What a scoop right on the sidewall. The backhand, though, got away from Arta. 3-2 lead here for Joseph and Correa. Here's Correa, middle of the court from the 11 line. That ball tipped. 4-2 advantage for Joseph and Correa.
So Arta having some catching difficulties. We sometimes see this happen to him. Sometimes he's able to regroup, sometimes not. Be curious to see what happens.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Joseph. Big backhand again. Takes Correa out of it. Joseph Alone for the rebote, save to the outside. Arta with a missed ball. That opens up a 5-2 lead, 5 straight points. Joseph and Correa, possible set.
Look, gotta hand it to Joseph and Correa here. They've maintained their composure. They've had some moments of brilliance throughout the fall battle court season, and other times not so much.
Backhand 2-all. Play will continue here. Here's Correa from the outside. Throws it up. That one comes up short.
I did not
Point will
see
go
what
to
happened.
CRB and Arta.
Did not see what happened to Joseph. Just, he served the ball. Served the ball and experienced immediate pain. Let's see on the replay here what we see.
Something on that twist. I mean, he went down and you heard a,
Right?
oh, I mean, he went hard, his neck right, yeah, he went down and he was down immediately. Just, you know, good on Arta. I mean, I don't even know
Arta
what
was
happened
able
because
to
if
look
Arta would have held it, they would have lost the set.
Yeah, Arta
mean,
was able
that's-
to look over the point.
Boy, that's, or I guess I mean, I don't know,
we'll
Stu.
put 5 minutes
yeah,
up on the clock here for an injury timeout.
I mean, it's a tough situation, but, I mean, if a player goes down, play's got to continue.
Absolutely.
So
no, absolutely. You
will
play,
be a third point for CRB and Arta.
You play around the player, so it is still possible set point for Joseph and Correa. Now, if Joseph is unable,
yeah, that's what I was going to go to.
if
next.
Joseph is unable to come out, we would have to take someone by the rules. Someone would have to come off the taxi squad, but that's not possible today.
Yeah, I think that this could. Unfortunately, if Joseph can't go, maybe a forfeit here by the
They would have to.
Warriors. Yeah.
So obviously, we're dealing with something. It appears that we're dealing with something muscular.
And you see that is Rock, actually, of the Chargers. Just a friend of mankind back here, but yeah, if anyone's going to get in there for a massage, not shocking that Rock's the first one to step up.
No, absolutely not. And obviously, if he, you start thinking about, when he first, because it was on the follow-through, you start thinking about muscle, well, any soft tissue injury, obviously, there. Because he didn't go down hard, but I've never seen Joseph do that before.
No, never.
No, I've never seen Joseph do that before. We still have about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the injury timeout. Within that period of time, he has to decide whether or not he
Looks
can
like
continue.
He's getting up now and making his way back to the court. How about that? Yeah, did clarify that point will go to CRB and Arta. Arta got that throw off. Correa made the catch on the outside. He threw it up. It did not reach the front wall.
Tremendous sportsmanship there, teamsmanship there for the chief judge has recommended a few throws just to start things off. Just make sure that he can make throwing motion without pain.
Just making sure that everything is all right from both sides here. Comes from a couple from the right, couple from the left. Seems to be good, but yeah, he went down verbally. I mean, screaming in pain. So he is all right. It is a 5-3 lead for Joseph. 5-3 lead for Joseph and Correa. Still possible set point. CRB and Arta receive that point. They serve. 3-5 is the correct score. Still possible set point. Here's a backhand by Correa, pulled in by Arta. Here's Correa from the 12 line. Ball juggled. Juggling on to catch a Correa. That brings CRB and Arta to 4 points.
I'll tell you, if I'm Correa, I want to get my hands on this ball. I want to throw something that's going to score and finish this off.
I mean, a couple chances at a carom maybe or a splitter.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and
Outside
get a
placement.
2-minute break and regroup. I don't want to lose this momentum. Rather, I would not want to lose this momentum.
Powerful forehand into the corner. The Rebotes hooked, point, and set. Joseph and Correa take it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll play set number 2. My, oh my, Stu.
Yeah, so it looks like Joseph was able to regroup. I mean, you're always frightened when you see that because, well, sorry, if you watch highlight like we do, you're always anxious because when you see a player immediately grab something or yell after making a motion, with them writhing in pain, that's really a potential problem.
Yeah, that's a first. I don't think we've ever had a scenario where a point continued and a player was just down like that. So,
yeah, I had, okay. So previously, I had seen a successful serve, and on the serve, the player tore his bicep.
okay,
Not
and
here
how
at
was
Magic
that?
City.
Yeah, how'd that?
And they could not finish the point. They stepped off, and their backcourt finished off the point like we
Okay,
saw
it was
there.
just 1-on-2?
And then they scratched.
Yeah, I think that everybody watching, I mean, that's a first. And I mean, just in our 4th season of Battle Court, haven't had a player go down like that. So just got to play through the whistle and play through the point. Next time, I
100%.
think, Correa knows. Fortunately, they were able to take that set, but I want to, I don't want to give away a valuable point there. But again, Correa doing the right thing. A dangerous scenario with Joseph laying on the ground, but just an unprecedented one nonetheless.
Here we have some replays from that first set. Arta,
take
that's
his
that miss.
eye off it.
You could
Yeah.
see right there. It's it's just you're lining up the catch as though it's already in your cesta. And this is where, yeah, immediately.
So he goes down, and look at the awareness. I mean, Arta keeps it in constant motion, almost stopped. I mean, the backhand 2-all didn't intend for it, and look at this throw by Correa on the return that comes up well short. Good catch here at 5-4.
Beautiful throw by Correa. Just that right side is so pretty.
CRB, that right side Rebote, just hooked it. Tendency to hook a couple of those. Set win there for Joseph and Correa. I'm playing really well these final couple matches.
Absolutely.
See if they can get their 2nd win in a row. Joseph coming cross court. He cuts it off. There's a beautiful catch. Nice backhand follow. CRB on the Rebote. Back over the top. Joseph cut it off. Shoots a 2-wall. That's stopped by CRB. CRB with the backhand. Correa lines it up.
Juggling.
Juggling. On the catch of Correa. That is a point for CRB and Arta. Fault under serve. 2nd serve coming up for CRB. Joseph takes the serve, shoots a 2-wall. That's stopped by CRB. CRB the Cortada. Correa charging. He's got it the middle of the court. Joseph ducks. Arta stops it on the left side. Rebote left side. Big bouncer. Arta waits. Stops it up at the 8. Backhand. Low runner to the inside. That's picked off by Correa. Nice catch. Soft touch on the backhand. Rebote left side by Correa. Big bouncer. Arta controls it. He's got it in the middle of the court. Drop shot.
Try to turn it into a drop
Dropped
shot.
into the pad, and the pad is bad. That ties it up, 1-1.
No, try to turn it into a drop shot. Changed his motion.
Yeah, he was working on that between sets and figured that maybe he's going to go for one, but
Wow.
yeah, he got that off really quickly. That was not proper height to reach the front wall, even out of the cesta. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a rebote coming out. Forehand save by Joseph. Back inside. There's Arta. Nice pick up there by Correa. The backhand, that got away from him, kicking up in the overhead screen and out of play. 2 points for CRB and Arta.
I don't know if it was in Rock's touch or the break or what happened, but Joseph is looking pretty good. Okay.
Backhand just out of reach, right in the corner. Correa comes back for it. Forehander Bote laid up. There's Arta backing up. Now advances up at the 9 line. High Costi to the inside. Cut off in the air. Correa runs under it. There's a backhand. Correa lines it up right on the sidewall. Drops it over the top. Here's Arta now. Forehand. High and hard. That caught the overhead screen, which is out of play. Tied up, 2-2.
A little bit of a late call there. Yeah.
Late call, but the right call.
Yeah, late call with the right call.
Long drop shot. That one hits. Joseph gets there before the second bounce. The Philo caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. 3-2 advantage for CRB and Arta.
He wanted that outside placement so bad, but about 2 inches off.
Here's Correa. He's got it overhead from the 11 line. Back over the top. That's well placed. The scoop is missed. 3-3. Joseph and Correa tie it up.
Well, Correa seems to be in a pretty good rhythm here again. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. Be very curious to see if they're able to close this out in straight sets.
Here's Arta. Backhand. Low and hard inside, caught overhead. Here's Correa. This one cutting back inside. Arta now from the 10. Backhand, right on the numbers. That one tipped. CRB and Arta jump out ahead, 4-3. CRB reaching in at the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Caught overhead. What a catch by Correa deep in the backcourt. This one stays inside. Arta now. Beautiful pickup. There's the backhand. Correa from the 10 line. High and hard. This one just out of reach. CRB alone for the rebote. It's 2-all. Takes Correa to the outside. Forehand. Low and hard. Well placed. Better catch by Arta. Correa again. Back over the top, right up the middle. CRB reaches in. Powerful backhand. Joseph calls him off. Drops the rebote up the middle. Here's Arta on the bounce. Sidearm forehand. Correa deep in the backcourt. Takes it in. Scoop by Arta. There's the backhand. Forehand rebote, that's well placed. Better catch by Arta again now at the 10 line. This one gonna pass. Joseph on the move early, stops at the 6, drops it inside. Arta backing up, he scooped it up. Backhand 2-wall. Oh my, that opened up.
Wow.
And scored. 5-3 lead for CRB and Arta. They have a possible set point.
My, oh my. That opened up like a Costalo.
Yeah,
goal.
that was.
I mean, that hit the ground and cut to the outside really well.
Yeah, I mean, take a look. I mean, you see what that thing really, that cut was
yeah, you see
nasty.
that. Yeah, I haven't seen
Look
the
at
backhand
Joseph.
two
Yeah,
open up quite like that
he's
before.
right. Yeah, he reacted at his hands out. Yeah, we don't know what that was either, but effective throw. 5 points for the Devils. Here's Arta. Low runner, right on the numbers. That's tipped, point, and set. CRB and Arta come back, take it 6-3. We'll put 2 minutes on the board and play our third and decisive set.
So our second match of this Battle Court day is going to go to a third set.
Yeah, this is one I don't think the Devils were expecting to drop. I mean, coming into it, plain and simple, they've already beaten this Joseph and Correa team one time this season. Did take a third set, but the way that CRB's been playing, the way that Arta's developed throughout this season, he's gotten a little more comfortable catching there in the backcourt. Came into it as a big favorite, but that's why they play the game. Joseph and Correa have been fighting these last couple game days, making it interesting.
There we are on the ESPN 3 Players Cage, the break in between sets. See Arta with his helmet on there consulting with Jairo. CRB getting feedback from Urbieta. Tejada Devils with an opportunity to pick up their second match of this game day. Got about a minute left till we begin that second set. And communication between Correa and Joseph has been spot on. Part of the original Magic City roster from back in 2018. Neither one of those players ever played Jai-Alai before 2018. Look how far they've come. CRB and Arta in position. Out on the court. Correa and Joseph taking every one of those seconds as they tick down. We will have a third and final set. They'll begin here right about now.
And Joseph and Correa will have the serve to begin set number 3. There's a serve by Joseph. We begin our third set with an overserve. Second serve coming up. Floating serve takes Arta to the outside. There's a powerful backhand. Correa looking to get out there. And just could not turn that rebote.
Hooked it.
First point to CRB and Arta in our third and decisive set.
What do we mean by hooked it? So if you see the way the ball was coming into his cesta, you see the shape of that cesta. On the follow through, you need to have that wrist wide open so that it escapes up as opposed to down. It's easy to say when you're sitting in an announcer's chair. It's a bit more difficult to do when you're on the court.
Our hand back up the middle. Here's Arta. Low runner to the inside. Correa steps up, pulls it in. Powerful backhand. Here's CRB reaching back for it. This one dropped inside for Correa. Well, Magic City bounce. Arta sticks with it. Backhand, low and hard again. That one is tipped. Riding the side wall the entire way. That is 2 points now for the Devils. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Three-wall play. Opening up to the outside. Arta, what a save on the rebote. Here's a backhand by Joseph right in the corner. Arta's got a play on it. Drops it inside. What a recovery here by the Devils. Correa into the corner. This one comes shooting out. Rebote again. Just
Nice
flicked
save.
up there. Correa now up in the front court. This time from the outside at the floor line. Back inside. That's knocked down. What an effort. Joseph and Correa, though, get the point. Cut the deficit to just one. They now serve.
That is Correa's strength. No pun intended. I mean, he blasted that from the forehand.
Here's Correa from the 12 line. Back over the top. Big bouncer. That's scooped by Arta. This one is just launched. Joseph trying to get out there. He does turn the rebote. It's a 2-all with a big, big bounce. CRB on the outside. Arta looking for the drop shot. That opens up. Joseph coming cross court, just could not control it.
He came flying in, but see, that was the problem with it. He flew a little too much. There was a little too much movement when the ball was just kind of floating out there. Wound up tipping it.
Here's Arta from deep in the backcourt. Dropped inside. What a catch by Correa at the 9 line. This is floating on the wall. Beautiful control from deep in the backcourt. Correa again. This one opens up. CRB lining it up. This one stopped on the forehand. Shoots it back up the middle. Clean miss. But the rebote is saved on the back end. Floating again. Here's CRB from the left side. Costado whipped inside. Lined up by Correa. There's the backhand. Here's Arta, low runner, back into the corner. Correa's got to come back for it. That's another diving save. CRB. Costi outside. That is outside the court. 2 points for Joseph and Correa.
So we saw Joseph do that earlier going against the Wall Warriors. Now we just saw CRB do it. You want the outside placement so bad. You take your time throwing it, but you throw it wide.
There's a backhand inside. Correa up on the forehand from the 9 line. High and hard. Arta lines it up. Correa lets that one pass. Forehand rebote on the back end. Dropped inside. Arta advancing. Over the 7. Rips the backhand. This comes shooting off the back wall. Correa stays there. Rebote. Caught low by Arta. 3-wall play. That opens up to the outside. Joseph lines it up. It's a 2-wall with a big bounce. That will score.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that. There was so much traffic up there. There was so much traffic there. Joseph got in there and dropped it in perfectly to score.
We are tied up 3-3. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Joseph. Second serve is good. Here's Arta. Backhand. Trying to get that one to pass. He does. Joseph on the rebote. Forehand rebote. Missed by CRB. Joseph and Correa take the lead 4-3. Here's Correa rather from the backcourt. Stopped by Arta. Arta at the 8 line. No runner just out of reach. Correa coming back for it. Lays it up high off the front wall. CRB. Nice catch in the air. There's a powerful backhand. Calls for Joseph to take it. Lining it up on the forehand. Dropped inside.
Nice safe play.
Ball missed by Arta.
Oh, my.
5-3 lead here for Joseph and Correa. It's a possible set and a possible match point for the Warriors.
I think it's safe to say that we're on the precipice of an upset.
Yeah, and I mean for the Chargers, too. This is one that you were expecting the Devils to probably win. Keeps their hopes very much alive.
Got to get that
That's
serve
an
in.
underserve. Second serve coming up. But again, the match far from over, too. I mean, we've seen 3-point runs
We've seen
easy
comebacks.
throughout this
we've
season.
Seen 5-0 comebacks.
Right. So there are a bunch of points to play with. The Devils to get back in it. A runner inside. Here's Correa looking for the rebote. That's dropped in the pad. Four points for the Devils. They serve. Still possible match point for the Warriors. Here's Correa on the forehand. High and hard. Right back to the left side of Arta. Forehand rebote.
Screen,
That's
5-5.
up in the overhead screen. We are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point. Devils serve. This will end it, Stu. What a match it has been. These 6 ranked matches all season long have been fun. This point will decide it. Here's Correa on the forehand. High and hard, back to the inside, Arta now. A running backhand, caught up overhead. Here's Correa from the 11. This one dropped inside, Arta on the bounce. Backhand from the 9 line, that just does clear the overhead screen. Joseph, he got out there, returns a drop shot. CRB, he got there before the second bounce. Correa again, that one dropped low and in the pad. Point, set, and match. CRB and Arta come back, win it 6-5 in our third and decisive set. Comeback win for CRB and Arta. Man, what an effort there. Joseph and Correa, almost their second win in a row. As CRB and Arta, they get it done on the final point of the match.
There we are on the game day score. 79.5 points there in the lead for the Rebote Renegades. But for the game day, 1.5 points for the Wall Warriors. 3 points for the Devils. And that 3-point total, even though you've only seen 2 games played, is there is one forfeit coming up in what was to be the 5th match of the day. This scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. Up next, we'll be looking at a singles match. But before...
I'm not ready. I need 2 seconds. No, I need like 2 seconds.
But before that, we need to hear from the winners of that last match.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Here are CRB and Arta.
All right, CRV. All right, so congratulations on winning that match. This is your first win of the last 5. How did you turn that around?
I mean, it was a very tough match. We came out with the strategy of like passing Anderson and make juice with the rebound, but that didn't work. So we had to try a lot of different stuff. Throw it to the sidewall, throw it low, throw it high. It was a very complex game.
Yeah, I'm just happy that we got that win. It definitely wasn't our best game. We have played better in the past, but I'm glad we came on top.
Well, guys, again, congratulations for winning that match. Let's see what else happens today.
Thank you.
Coming up next, second-ranked singles matchup. But these two have played some classics too. Nicholas against Jairo. Nicholas is season 4-3 overall. Jairo, and so good for these Devils, 5-2. This will be both players' final singles match of the season.
Here's the serve, we begin. Here's the backhand by Jairo. What a catch by Nicholas, backhand. Drop shot to the inside will score for Jairo. Jairo and the Tejada Devils first up on the board in this match. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Nicholas is there. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Nicholas is there. Backhand to the inside. That ball hit the overhead screen on its way off of Rebote's save. We're tied up at 1 point apiece. Nicholas serves for the Wall Warriors in black.
Yeah, tough save right on the sidewall. Just trying to get it up there, but sent it a little higher than he wanted. Get you a piece of that overhead screen. So tough to turn those rebotes right on the sidewall. The closer you can get them, the better.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. Rebote left side by Nicholas. High and hard to the front wall. Jairo's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Does not pass. Backhand from Nicholas. Caught by Jairo. Powerful forehand kicks back. Rebote coming out. Jairo on the catch. Drop shot. Nicholas on the run. Will not get there before the second bounce. 2 points for Jairo in the red shirt of the Tejada Devils. He serves.
Yeah, better throw compared to the first drop shot that got him that opening point. Nicholas charging for this one. Dropped it just above the pad, narrowly getting that second bounce before Nicholas tracked it down.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas, powerfully thrown wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Nicholas on the catch. Coasty to the inside. Outside placement red by Nicholas. Stopped by Nicholas. The carom by Nicholas, however, catches the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Jairo. He serves.
So hard to throw that carom from the outside. I mean, has a tendency, the way it's spinning, to stay more to the inside than the player would like, as opposed to the 2-wall, which opens up. Trying to thread the needle, throw it a little bit too perfectly. It kicked low and into the pad. That pad is bad.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Robote coming out. Robote 2-all. That's wide. 4 points for Jairo. He serves. I thought that Nicholas was kind of over these problems with the side wall, and he found them again.
I was just going to say the sound of that one looked like it opened
Yeah.
up a little more than he wanted and pushed it wide. I think a pretty good 2-all out of the cesta.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. There's a catch by Jairo. Hard throw. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Jairo makes the catch from the 8 line. Low and hard to the inside. Scoop by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote comes right up the middle. Nicholas for the big bounce to the inside. Oh, that is perfectly placed by Nicholas. Agrimala to score. 2 points for Nicholas, the Wall Warriors. Nicholas serves.
The proximity of that ball to the side wall got Nicholas that point. I mean, talk about the key, putting that ball on the numbers, keeping it as close as possible, crossing the side wall. That's what happened right there. Just a little bit of space between Jairo Cesta and the side wall. Nicholas able to find it.
There's a backhand by Jairo. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Robote forehand by Jairo. Costado. Jairo reads it. Rifles it home to score. Beautifully played. That is 5 points and a possible set for Jairo of the Tejada Devils in red. He serves.
It was such a powerful throw. Once you miss these 2-alls in singles, hard to get back in the point, particularly at this level.
Beautiful catch by Nicholas off a good serve by Jairo. Jairo tipped the ball going up the wall. Nicholas has 3 points. Nicholas serves. Jairo still with possible set point.
And just keeping Nicholas alive. Tip ball there again, right on the numbers. Usually doesn't have much difficulty there going up the wall.
That low hard serve will score for Nicholas. 4 points. Tricky.
Yeah, he's hanging a little deep here. I mean, Jairo's starting almost at the back glass beyond the 13 line.
It's almost welcoming that serve.
Yeah, could take a couple steps up. Back there again, he's got this one.
There's backhand by Jairo. It's going to be low to the back wall. Robote's saved by Nicholas. Jairo has it on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Will score. Point and set for Jairo of the Tejada Devils. He wins that set 6-4. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, and play our next set. So the one thing you want to do when you're playing against Jairo is keep it away from that weapon of his, which is that right side. It's not just a question of him. He's not just out there throwing hard. As he makes the catch, he sees where you are, and he's got such good accuracy from the right side. He puts it right next to you, which you think, well, that's where you want it if you're trying to catch unless, but no, it's low and out of place. He passes low on the inside beautifully.
Has been doing it all season long. 5-2 here as a second-ranked player in singles. 9-2 with Urbieta on the second doubles team. 6-0 with Iriando on the fourth-ranked doubles team. Can actually make that 7-0 with that forfeit today. So they'll have a chance for a perfect season, but hard to say that anybody more valuable to this Tejada Devils team than former captain in Jairo.
Here we have some replays from that first set. You see there, Jairo, he looks over his right arm as he's backing up. So basically takes, some players refer to that as taking a picture. It's not just they're out there catching and they're unaware of where their opponent is. Sometimes they are if they're scrambling for a catch, but not in this case, and definitely not with these two players.
this inside placement. Yeah, just
crossing them right there at the 10 line. Beautifully done by Jairo. There we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. You see Nicholas, who has played between the practices earlier in the day and today. He has played so many points of highlight. Losing by 2 points. There he is with Julian. They won the first match of the day.
Yes, and with a singles win, the Devils, well, just one more point. Devils 58.5 on the season. Chargers 51.5. Just one more point for the Devils would mean the Chargers would need all 8 points on Friday to potentially sneak into the playoffs. It's not even thinking about scenarios and tiebreakers and how that would work out. Just even potential of making the playoffs. Jairo got the first set. See if he can close it out right here. Nicholas will have the serve to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next set. Nicholas serves. Here's the backhand by Jairo. Rebote, left side. That took off and hit the overhead screen. Jairo gets the first point. The second set, we begin.
Trying to dig that one out and get enough power so you don't give Jairo something of his forehand up in the front court. A little too much on it, catching that overhead screen again. And that's the issue. I mean, a lot of times you can't avoid the overhead screen, but you'd be setting up your opponent up in the front court on his preferred side, and doesn't do you much good either.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Powerfully thrown. Jairo looks for the rebote at the 4 line, rifles it straight back. Nicholas on the rebote, doesn't pass. Here's Jairo. Jairo straight to the inside, Nicholas is there. Nicholas to the inside, Jairo's there. Jairo, Costalo 2-all, stopped by Nicholas. Nicholas passing to the inside where it scores. 1-1. Nicholas serves for the Wall Warriors. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, Nicholas not fooled on the Costado Jairo. He's played him enough times to know he doesn't go to it all too often. First time he guessed correctly to the inside. Second time he got out to the 2-all in plenty of time. Seems to be reading him well. Now that plays into this second set.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. A little wince while swinging that arm after that serve from Nicholas. Wasn't that
his bicep
was bicep bothering him the other day? I think it was.
Oh no, he's had issues a couple seasons with that bicep, a couple seasons ago, but seems to be holding it.
Magic City bounce. Nicholas adjusts well, puts it to the inside. Here's the backhand by Jairo. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Rebote again. Rebote left side by Nicholas. Scoop attempt is missed. Nicholas will take the lead with 2 points and the serve for the Wall Warriors.
That ball really stayed to the inside nicely. A tough catch on the bounce, just missed it there with one hand. Nicholas does have another singles match coming up against Douglas, so he's got a full slate today. Gonna get a quick point on the serve again.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. It goes right to the corner, out to the rebote. That is played by Nicholas very well. Rebote forehand, catch by Nicholas. Scoop by Jairo, but he does not hold on to it. 3 points for Nicholas, he serves.
And these quick points are helping Nicholas out too. He had some long rallies in the opening match against Douglas and Iriondo. This matchup doesn't really afford for quick points. Jairo is one of the more traditional players, likes to rally, doesn't throw as many shots. And Nicholas starts to speed things up here. Pace has definitely picked up compared to the opening couple throws.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Jairo to the inside. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. That ball's missed. Jairo with 2 points, and he serves.
Well, that ball was coming right back to the side wall as Nicholas tried to play that rebote. Picture perfect again from Jairo. He's been placing the ball pretty much exactly where he wants it from that right side.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. The second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Jairo's there. Jairo low and hard. Scoop by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Big right side. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. Big bounce. Jairo on the catch. Nicholas on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. That ball hits too high. That's the rail just underneath the overhead screen. That's a 4th point for Nicholas in the black shirt of the Wall Warriors. He serves.
And just trying to get that rebote to pass. Nicholas doing a good job of getting the ball by Jairo consistently now in the second set, forcing these tougher rebotes. Hard to get that much power on it, keep it low enough to pass and clear.
Backhand by Jairo to the inside. Rebote left side by Nicholas. Jairo makes the catch. Jairo hard to the inside, beautifully caught by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. Jairo makes the catch, winds up. Costi inside, beautifully caught by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Hard throw to the inside. Here's Nicholas. Backhand, wall to wall. Rebote save. Catch by Jairo. Powerful throw by Jairo. Rebote coming out. Beautiful catch by Jairo. Backhand from the 7 line. Low to the back wall. Catch by Jairo. Jairo from the right side. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand save by Jairo. Here's the catch by Nicholas. Nicholas to the inside. Scoop by Jairo. Rebote forehand save, threading the needle. Jairo moves up from the 4 line. Low and hard to the inside. That ball's tipped in the backcourt. That is 3 points for Jairo in the red shirt. He serves.
What an effort by Jairo. Playing defense most of that point. Finally gets his opportunity. Got Nicholas scrambling. How about this play? I mean, gets it on the forehand. Blasting it inside, crossing the sidewall, just tough to line it up. That scoop by Jairo, one-handed scoop, the difference there. Flip the momentum, gets that point.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand right over the shoulder of Jairo. Jairo makes the catch. Costi to the inside, just out of reach of Nicholas. 4-4 is the score. Jairo serves. There's a backhand by Nicholas for Bote. There's a backhand by Jairo for Bote. Here's a catch by Jairo. Jairo to the inside. Robote saved by Nicholas. Here's Jairo from the 7 line. Drop shot. Nicholas takes off. He got there. Oh, missed it.
Just lost it. Yeah, it's got to be frustrating.
5 points for Jairo. Possible set point.
He's working hard all day, tracking down the Dejada. All that effort to get up there. As you go to make the throw, just lose it. You look at this. Full sprint, gets out there. Actually, actually didn't control it, juggling around in the basket.
The agony of defeat.
Yeah, frustrating.
I mean, it's just a point, but wow. Yeah, no. Yeah, just. It's the catch by Nicholas, backhand to the inside. Backhand by Jairo. Robote. Saved by Nicholas. Here's a catch by Jairo at the 5 line. Hard to the inside. He goes where it scores. That is point and set to Jairo. 2 minutes will go on the board. We'll come back out, and that is point and match, ladies and gentlemen. To Jairo, winning in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4.
Jairo gets it done, 6-4, 6-4. And with that win, Devils are now 8 points ahead of the Chargers. If they can get one more win here in these final 2 matches, just one of the next 2, they will lock themselves into playoffs. There's that game day score now. 4 points for the Devils. With 10.5 remaining this season, looks like the Devils can get to 70 points, but they're going to need every match here. These 2 and all of them on Friday against the Chargers. Unlikely, but mathematically, Devils still have a shot at second place. They're going to need this one up next. CRB and Urbieta step out. 5th-ranked team taking on Joseph and Julian of the Warriors. Before we get to them, we have our winner, Jairo, finishing his singles season with a record of 6-2. Here he is, Jairo, for the Devils.
All right, Jairo, congratulations on winning that match. You and Nicholas always manage to bring out the best out of each other. What is it about you and Nicholas that always have to go the full distance like that?
I mean, this rivalry came from years ago, maybe 10 years ago when we were playing at Denia. So he's one of my best friends in this roster, so it's a good rivalry.
Well, again, Jairo, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens tonight.
Okay, thank you.
And the 5th-ranked doubles match. In just a few seconds, Joseph and Julian for the Warriors taking on CRB and Urbieta of the Devils. CRB and Urbieta this season, one of the better 5th-ranked teams, 4-2 overall. Joseph and Julian here, 4-3, looking to finish plus 500. Joseph and Julian have the serve, ready to begin. Backhand to the inside. Here's Julian from the 10 line. Backhand 2-wall. Caught in the air by CRB. Here's CRB back inside. Well placed and scoring. CRB and Urbieta on the board first.
Great catch and crossing it up beautifully on the sidewall there. Very nice.
Fault under serve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Julian from the 9 line. Backhand inside. That one pulled in by Urbieta. Urbieta launches this. Julian up the wall. He comes down with the ball. And dropped at the feet of CRB. Urbieta now from the 10. There's a backhand. Stopped by Julian overhead. Here's CRB from the 7 line. Backhand right up the middle. Julian not going to get out there. Joseph comes back for it. 2-1 with a big, big bounce. CRB runs under it. Forehand inside. That one scores. 2 points for the Devils, CRB and Urbieta.
Yeah, ball just missed there at the side wall. Joseph got in there and made a nice rebote. Very well done.
Julian takes a serve, backhand, opening up to the inside, Urbieta now. Higher and harder, this one, launch. Julian out there early, that's on the wall. Tough save on the rebote, not gonna get past Urbieta. Urbieta inside placement, Julian backing up, scooped it up, drops it just above the pad. Here's Urbieta charging. High hard, forehand, Julian now. Just does get out there, but the rebote hooked, caught the top part of the pad, which is out of play.
Julian trying maybe a little to do too much. Joseph showed us earlier that he's able to make those rebotes. Let them communicate with your partner, let those rebotes come out. So some communication between the teams there. Apologizing. Came rather close to one another.
Here's CRB, nice catch, backhand, that one passes. Joseph lining up the rebote, has to come back for it. It's a 2-all return. Here's Urbieta now, shoots it high and hard. Julian lining it up. He's got a forehand save. Big backhand, passing again. Julian out there for the rebote, keeps this one inside. That ball is missed by Urbieta backing up. Joseph and Julian get on the board with the point. Here's Julian now from the 11. Shoots it inside from the forehand. Urbieta looking for the rebote. He makes a save. Julian advancing up at the 7 line. Low and hard. Urbieta runs under it. Nice positioning. There's the backhand. Back into the corner. Rebote to the outside. That one is outside of play. Opens up a 4-1 lead.
Julian doesn't throw many shots like that, but an outside placement like that, you really don't want to have it that far out.
One coming back up the middle. Here's Urbieta. Placement inside. What a catch lined up by Julian. Powerful rebote coming back up the middle. Urbieta opens up for the carom. That is stopped by Joseph on the outside. Whips a forehand. That's caught in the middle of the court. Urbieta high and hard. Back into that corner. Julian. Rebote save. Urbieta advancing up at the 8 line. Backhand. Just out of reach. Julian's got to look for the rebote now. Back up the middle. No play for CRB. Urbieta's got it low. Back over the top to the inside. Here's Julian. Karam caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. 5-1 advantage for CRB and Urbieta. They have a possible set point.
Julian, why don't you finish that off? Just caught the top of the pad, as you said, Andrew. Any part of that pad is bad.
Juice whips it up the middle. Here's Urbieta on the bounce, staying with it. Julian elects to play the rebote on the back end. That one not going to make it. Point and set. CRB and Urbieta take it 6-1. 2 minutes will play. Set number 2.
A little more energy in that point than the score would reflect. Yes, it is 6-1, but Joseph and Julian putting up decidedly good fight. Julian not having much luck there with a couple shots. One landed wide. At least one hit the pad. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. A production of the World Jai-Alai League. There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. You see Douglas seated on the bench. We'll be seeing him in the last match of the day, a singles match. He'll be going up against Nicholas. That's right, Nicholas will be back out. There you have team currently playing on a break. CRB. On the right side of your screen, Urbieta in the foreground. There you have Joseph. Seems to have recovered pretty well from that neck strain earlier in the match. There with Julian.
Yeah, this Joseph and Julian team started off the season, I think, what, 3-0, Stu? And taking a look back at their numbers, yeah, 3-0, then lost 3 straight, winners of their last match, getting them this 4-3 record. Probably exceeded expectations. Not an easy 5th-ranked group. Starting off 3-0. Not as good as could be expected for that team. See if they can turn it around here. 6-1 in favor of CRB and Urbieta there in set number 1. Not a whole bunch of shots, just good defense. Name of the game for that Devils 5th-ranked team. You see Douglas there. Seen him one more time today. That top-ranked singles match where Nicholas will actually substitute. You'll be seeing Nicholas for the 3rd time. Second set ready to begin. Joseph and Julian have the serve. There's a serve by Joseph. Set number 2 is underway. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all. On the bounce, Urbieta backing up, takes it in. With the peak of the big bouncer. Julian settles at the 12 line. Julian now, peak of his own. What a catch up the wall. Urbieta's down with the ball. There's the backhand again. Out of reach of Julian, forehand Rebote. Urbieta advances over the 8 line, backhand. Dropped in the corner. Julian's got to come back for it. Rebote's save. 8 on a knee. Here's CRB. 7 line. And hard and passing. Julian on the Rebote. Drops it inside. Urbieta now. Let it pass. Has to dig one out, but he does. Julian at the 8. Fake the outside placement. Keeps it inside. Here's Urbieta now. Backhand. Picked off the side wall. That one just out of reach. CRB got to get back in there. It's a save. Here's Joseph. Whips the split placement. Stopped by Urbieta. Urbieta high and hard. Back inside. Giving Julian a play on it. He's got the Rebote. What a catch again. Right off the sidewall. Here's Julian from the forehand now. Back up the middle. Urbieta stops it in the air again. Karam Here's Joseph, whips the 2-wall, but that lands wide. CRB and Urbieta on the board first in our second set.
Second time, Joseph really wants those shots so bad to finish it, but he's just, the catches are good. He's just not throwing with the degree of accuracy needed to land them in.
Julian on the forehand, keeps it inside. What a catch by Urbieta, crouching down, plucked it off the side wall. Rotate back up the middle. Urbieta tries to get it off quick, beat him to the inside. Julian's got it on the scoop. Back to the inside again, low and hard, and scoring. Julian ties it up with the forehand. It's 1-1. Beautiful catch by Julian, foot on the wall. He comes down with it. Back to Urbieta now. Urbieta drops it in the corner. Forehand rebote, that is missed. Right on the numbers. Devils lead 2-1. That's an overserve. Second serve for CRB. Julian opens up with the backhand. Here's Urbieta now from the 11 line. Rebote dropping low. Urbieta backing up. Scoops it up at the 12 line. Again, 2-all return. Splits them. Urbieta's got the rebote on the back end. Going low and hard. Urbieta scoop is missed. 2 points for the Warriors. We're tied up. Julian calls him off out there at the 5 line, whips it hard. It's caught in the air by Urbieta. Urbieta, quick turn back inside, is tipped.
Appreciate Julian's tremendous effort here, but just trying to do a little too much again. Joseph is able, basically, if those rebotes are coming out in front of the... If those rebotes are coming out...
Here's Julian, Karam. Blasted to the outside, picked off by CRB. CRB low and hard, ate Julian up, he stays with it. Urbieta, backhand from the 12 line. This one just out of reach. Julian on the rebote. This one cutting inside on the numbers. That is missed. Well placed by Urbieta. Opens up a 2-point lead. Urbieta from the 13 line. There's the backhand. Stopped overhead. Julian deep in the backcourt. Puts it inside. Urbieta, big bouncer. Julian committing. Stops it on the bounce. Up at the 7 line. Lower and harder. Urbieta able to pick it off. Julian staying up in the front now. Forehand. Right back to Urbieta. Nice positioning. This one passes. This rebote's laid up. CRB looking to cut it off. He does. Backhand. Low and hard. Taken up overhead. Urbieta in the corner somehow comes up with it. That crossed. Forehand laid up again. Urbieta backing up, just missed on the bounce. That's 3 points for Joseph and Julian.
It's close. It's definitely close. Let's see if Joseph's able to get this serve in and the Wall Warriors are able to put up any points. Nice serve.
Julian at the 11 line, high off the front wall. On the bounce, here's Urbieta from the inside, shoots an outside placement. Joseph stops it. Joseph, 3-wall play, out of reach. CRB lines it up, keeps it to the outside. That ball's in play. Julian's got it, but the throw got away from him.
Yeah, no, Julian's checking to see if he nicked that cesta on the screen.
I think it got caught in the screen.
Yeah, so one that is super bad for a player's shoulders. Real bad for the shoulder.
Yeah,
'Cause
take
you
a look
can't-
here.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Clean miss by Urbieta. Nice save there by CRB. Lands just in. Yeah, look at his Julian go. Ooh, yeah, you see the movement
Yeah,
of the
you,
net.
Yeah, you just feel that and potentially break the tip of the cesta.
Cesta, arm, shoulder. A lot of catch there, though, by Urbieta in the corner. Here's Julian, middle of the court. Karam. Oh, what a kick there. That sent it wide. Point, set, and match. CRB and Urbieta take it in straight set. 6-1, 6-3. Yeah, boy, that Karam from Julian off the side wall. It almost kicked across the front wall entirely. That was a mighty bounce. Ending in favor of the Devils there. An extra 1.5 points added to their season total. Still a chance that they could sneak up into second place. They'll need this finale. Douglas against Nicholas, singles match coming up next. And with that win, we know who's going to be in the playoffs, Stu. We don't know the exact order yet. Renegades will be locked into first place.
I see that there was 79 points.
Cyclones probably locked into second. The Devils most likely third. However, still an outside chance if the Devils win this final match, they sweep the game day against the Chargers, that they could actually sneak into second place. With that win, Devils locked into the playoffs. Got to be playing a little bit freer here in this final match if you're Douglas. Before we get to that, though, we got CRB and Urbieta. A couple wins in a row for the 5th-ranked team of the Devils. Here they are.
All right, CRB, Urbieta, you guys have won 3 matches in a row. What's the secret sauce to you guys' success as a team?
I think it's just trusting one another and keeping the game simple for both of us and making the game easy.
Yeah, like Chad said, we like to play easy, make it as less as mistakes as possible, and for the moment it's working, so hopefully we can keep the same way.
On that last set, there was a very crazy point where you went for the rebote, then you missed it, and then you got it on the end. What were you guys thinking in that moment? How did you stay so in sync?
Oh, I was calling him off. I was like, I'm here, I got this. And then he thought it was going into the net, so he was jumping up for it, and I was just screaming at him, like, don't touch it, don't touch it. I got this. And then that's how we got that point.
Well, guys, again, congratulations for winning that match. We'll see what else happens in today's matchups.
Thank you.
The finale coming up next, and our 5th scheduled match, Jairo and Iriondo against Correa and Bradley, was forfeited in favor of the Devils. That's Jairo and Iriondo. So this sets up Douglas versus Nicholas. Nicholas substituting for the injured Inaki. Top-ranked singles matchup. Douglas coming in this one. Second best record in this top-ranked group. Hard to beat Gaucheri, who was undefeated. Douglas sitting at 4-2. Nicholas 4-3 as a second-ranked player. There's the serve. Final match underway.
Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote left side by Nicholas. Douglas takes it on the bounce. Catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 10 line to the inside. He passes. Rebote left side by Nicholas. Big bounce. Pika brought down by Douglas. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote left side by Douglas. Nicholas from the 8, backhand to the inside. Two all by Douglas. read by Nicholas. He just doesn't get there. First point of this match goes to Douglas. And the red shirt of the DeHada Devils. This is a reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, Nicholas definitely feeling the effects of his third match. I mean, you see just not that explosive, moving out to that 2-all. Trying to get out there. He's played a bunch of points so far today and all season. Starting to take its toll.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. Douglas from the left side. Costado 2-all scores. 2 points for Douglas of the DeHada Devils in red. He serves.
Yeah, we saw Nicholas reaching for that bicep, elbow, arm, and still stretching it out here as we're now into the first couple points of this final match.
Rebote by Nicholas. Beautiful catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. On the wall, beautiful catch by Nicholas. Rebote save by Nicholas.
The Karam scores. Yeah, Douglas actually probably chose the riskier option with that Karam. Could have thrown it low and hard inside, could have kept it outside. The Karam, he could clip the pad in a Magic City bounce. A little risky, but well executed there by Douglas, securing his 3rd point.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Rebote right up the middle. Douglas to the inside. Well thrown, scooped up by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Nicholas is there. Nicholas to the inside. Douglas going for it front ways. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Point for Nicholas.
Yeah, I think trying to take that front ways, go for a tough scoop as opposed to fall down Rebote, which probably wouldn't feel too good. As Douglas coming in with a little bit of a knee injury, was holding his elbow in that earlier match, so don't want to fall down and make those tough saves on concrete if you don't have to.
There's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. There's the... Here's the catch by Nicholas. Beautiful catch by Douglas. Douglas going for...
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
My,
wow.
oh my. A beautifully executed high bounce Karam will score. That open wide. Douglas gets his 4th point.
I mean, that thing hit so low off the front wall, Stu. Look at this Karam. It's rolling around in the basket. It's all right. Maintain contact with the base. I mean, that thing hit just above the R in front.
That's a deli counter, Karam. That's like, you know, when they're holding up the cheese.
So how thinly sliced do you like this cheese?
How thin would you like? Is this thin enough? No, no, no.
And Douglas
Five
says
slices later.
thinner. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Fault over serve. Battle court rules. Allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's a forehand by Douglas. Rebote coming out. Beautiful catch. Backhand by Douglas.
Well, that's opening. Wow.
Beautiful 2-all by Nicholas scores.
Throwing the 2-all effectively there. That opened up nicely.
Has been all day. I'm off speaker now. There we go.
Take a look at this. Opening up, quick turn on the 2-all. Douglas there to the inside. Yeah.
Beautifully executed by
coming
Nicholas.
up, yeah, I mean, not moving at maybe full speed, what we're used to seeing. Douglas pretty fast.
Here's the backhand by Douglas. Robote. Forehand by Nicholas. Douglas on the catch at the 10 line. Robote saved by Nicholas. Here's Douglas. 2-all. Beautifully executed and scoring. That is 5 points for Douglas and a possible set point. Backhand by Nicholas. Good catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Nicholas on the catch. Backhand. Big right side Robote there by Douglas. Catch by Douglas. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Robote left side. Karam does not open. Nicholas has it at the 8 line. Low and hard. Douglas off the tip. 3 points for Nicholas. Nicholas has the serve.
Yeah, that's a catch we're used to seeing Douglas make. Even though it's crossing the sidewall, it's far enough off and it absorbed enough of the speed. Not coming in too fast either. A surprising miss there. Maybe something to do with his movement. Just getting far to the inside to make that play. Just a 2-point deficit now. Nicholas not doing all too much, but one good shot. A little momentum generated on the side of the Warriors.
There's a backhand by Douglas. Robote left side. Catch by Douglas. He winds up. Costado thrown powerfully to the inside where it scores. Point and set for Douglas of the Tejada Devils, taking the first set, 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set.
You see Douglas coming out, taking the first set 6-3. I didn't know how he's going to fare, but I mean, it looks pretty good out there. Came up on the losing end of the first match. It's Douglas and Ariando against Nicholas and Julian. That was a tough one, playing a rank up. And there you see a little bit of that compression on the knee there for Douglas.
Yeah, he was just picking it up. I know I'm on overhead.
Yeah, Nicholas has been
quite a few points played today. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, that first doubles match has got to take so much out of you. Got the win. Then coming out in his second ranked match against Jairo, doesn't get any tougher than him in the second group, and then, you know, we can argue it doesn't get much tougher than Douglas here in the top ranked singles group as well. Look at this one, though. The deli counter Karams do. Thinly sliced and scoring.
That just opened up beautifully.
It's good 2-all there. Scoring for Nicholas. Got him a couple points after that, but look at this one. Whipped inside. Keeps it low enough so Nicholas can't play it on the Robote. Not the second bounce anyway. And that's well done.
There we are back in the ESPN3 Players Cage.
And a lot of smiles coming from the Devils. They have locked their spot in the playoffs, so they will be playing on this season. Officially, the Warriors and Chargers are out of playoff contention. But one game left, one game match rather, in this game day, and then on Fridays too. Devils and Chargers will close out our regular season. Nicholas ready to go with the serve. Set 2 about to begin.
Nicholas serves. Our second set has now begun. Backhand by Douglas from the 10 line to the inside. Robote left side. Does not open. Powerful forehand by Douglas will pass. Nicholas sets up beautifully to make that Robote play. The catch by Douglas. Drop shot, a will score.
That's a good one.
Douglas with the first point in the second set. He serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
That was just perfect. just above the pad. Nicholas was charging, full sprint, couldn't get to that one. A lot of time you're looking for the contact with the sidewall on those drop shots, but Douglas threw it so well. Didn't even need that extra help to kick it down.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Nicholas on the rebote, forehand to the inside. Douglas with the catch behind him, backhand from the 9 line. Douglas on the catch. Nicholas will take it on the bounce. Scoop by Douglas, here's the backhand. Rebote. That hit the overhead screen. 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
And again, just trying to pass on that rebote. Don't want to give Douglas anything to his costado where he can throw it inside, beat you on a 2-all. Just a little bit higher than he wanted, catching a piece of that overhead screen.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote for Douglas. He makes the save to the outside. Nicholas on the catch. That ball's tipped off the scoop attempt. Nicholas is on the board with the point. Douglas has 2. Nicholas serves.
And Nicholas not throwing those forehands with as much pace as he did at the beginning of the day. Definitely feeling something in that bicep or the arm. But still well placed too. Shows you don't have to blast him. More about the placement. You got Douglas right there.
Good catch by Douglas. Backhand to the inside. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas to the inside. Douglas reads it, stops it. Costalo 2-all, lands
That's
in
well
and
thrown.
scores. 3 points for Douglas of the Tejada Devils in the red shirt. He serves.
Yeah, he's been throwing the 2-all well this match. He's got a bunch of opportunities, but the
Really?
last couple have been close to
Very
the
much so.
boundary line, dropping down low, and Nicholas, most importantly, can't get to him.
Here's the rebote for Nicholas. It's a 2-all, caught the top of the pad. That is 4 points for Douglas. Douglas has a serve.
Again, got to be frustrating. I mean, catching any part of the pad, but specifically the top part on these 2-alls, look like they're going to open up and score.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote coming out. Beautiful throw by Nicholas to the inside will score. 2 points for Nicholas. Of the Wall Warriors in the black shirt, he has the serve.
Yeah, smart throw there by Nicholas. Douglas aggressively playing up in the front court, crosses the sidewall right at his feet. Tough to line that one up.
Here's the backhand by Douglas. Plays it deep. Rebote comes all the way to the 7 line. Played to pass from the forehand of Nicholas. Rebote forehand, Harden inside. Nicholas is there. The 2-all opens wide and scores. That's beautifully executed by a Nicholas to score. He has 3 points. Douglas has 4. Nicholas serves. There's a backhand by Douglas. Catch by Nicholas. Backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand save. There's a catch by Nicholas. Nicholas with the 2-all. Douglas gets a head start. Great catch. Hard throw. That will score.
Great
Douglas
defense.
has 5 points. It is possible match point for Douglas.
His last couple have been thrown pretty well by Nicholas. Douglas, a little head start. Extra burst that time, just got to it. A little contact with the net with the cesta, which is all right, as long as the offhand doesn't push the net out of the way to give yourself a little more space to throw it. Beat Nicholas inside, that's well done.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a point. Set and match for Douglas, winning it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-3.
And folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show.
Hi.
Big win here for the Devils on this game day as they are now locked into the playoffs. We know our top 3 teams advancing on and playing into December. Let's cut to some of those highlights right away and recap what we just saw. Right behind us on Battle Court, Stu. Getting back to this match, third-ranked team of the Devils, Douglas and Iriando taking on Nicholas and Julian, second team of the Warriors.
We've consistently seen this Warriors team of Nicholas and Julian. Reminder that there are multiple, which is really just 2, but 2 very significant injuries on this team that have required everybody to step up, and they've done so beautifully. They really have. This first match was a bit of a surprise. So 1, it went 3 sets. 2, it almost went the maximum number of points in each set. But the play was absolutely spectacular by all 4 players. Julian was spot on with catches like this, where he goes way up high. Douglas was really aggressive with the 2 balls, more aggressive than we've seen in recent weeks. And what's even more impressive was Iriondo on the backcourt. Iriondo backing Douglas up just absolutely beautifully. Catch after catch and throw after throw. And this is all after there was a little uncertainty where Douglas was concerned. Basically tweaked his knee in practice yesterday. Was questionable, but said that he wanted to at least give it a try, and he did. It's only places like there where you could see, yeah, if he was feeling 100%, maybe he could have gotten to that. But he made up for it with great shots and tremendous power on both sides. Iriondo stepping out of the way. Douglas making a fantastic save. Wow. Almost knocked his helmet off. Don't want to see that.
Into the third set now. Bunch of highlights here. Look at Douglas staying with it. Fall down save. Maybe the highlight of
yeah,
that
the
match.
outside placement to the outside is just sick. Even he's saying, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to throw it. You see in the reflection there. Didn't mean to throw it quite that perfect, but I did. Then he kept on going back to that elbow. And from what I was told, that lump that you saw there is his arm. There's no... he doesn't have an elbow
that's not like
pad.
a padding? Oh, boy. Tough match, though. Douglas and Iriondo take the first set. Nicholas and Julian get the next two and the match. That brought us to the 6th-ranked doubles, maybe one of the best matches of the season. Back and forth the entire way with Joseph and Correa making things interesting again until he went down with that injury. Went right down.
This is really the first time that we've seen anything like that, where he just goes automatically to the floor after throwing.
Fortunately, was able to continue, though.
Exactly. So we have an injury timeout that lasts up to 5 minutes. Within that 5-minute period, you have to let us know if you can play or not. He was able to continue. Correa backed Joseph up just absolutely beautifully.
Nice save there by Arta.
Yeah, Arta had a couple catches that threw him off.
There's the 2-wall. What a highlight
that was
this
a great
was.
joke that Andrew just told back here. I don't know if it's ready for prime time, but
the gist of it, you won't be seeing me out on the court, Stu. That's for certain.
That's absolutely.
I'm staying back here, though, all jokes aside.
We need you back here, Andrew. We need you far more in the announcer's booth than they need you on the court. Robote, had not had contact with the side wall, had a possibility of going in, and the Devils pull it out.
Tied up the game day at that point. That brought us to the second-ring singles matchup. Jairo against Nicholas. A couple drop shots early on here for Jairo. Got him on the board early.
This is just one. I mean, Nicholas had already, he had an extensive practice earlier in the day. Then he had that 3-setter against Douglas. Then he came back out, and this wouldn't be the last time we would see him. It's just so many points played. What did I call him last week or earlier? Never say die, Nicholas?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Never say die, Nicholas, because he's just, man, he gives you everything.
Fights.
100%.
Yeah, frustrating there. I mean, well thrown by Jairo. Nice Robote save, a tough save.
That right side of that forehand right there of Jairo's is just such a weapon. It's not even that he throws it hard, which he does. He does throw it hard. It's also the accuracy that he has of where to place it, just out of reach of his opponents. Because Nicholas has been catching those all day, but then just one after the next. Beautiful save here by Nicholas. Drop shot. Nicholas gets to it, but can't hold on to it.
Yeah.
He got up there. Again, got it in his chest with the bobble. You see it right there. Beautiful catch here by Jairo. Again, powerful forehand to the inside, low and hard, just out of the reach of Nicholas, and it scores.
Scoring for the win there. Another point for the Devils with that win. Jairo finishes his single season 6-2. And fifth-ranked doubles match, Joseph and Julian against CRB and Urbieta. Eventful match. A lot of action back and forth here. Look at Julian up in the front and seeing a lot of guys in different positions. But in the end, that Devils team just so tough defensively.
Again, Joseph is up substituting, and you see his backquarters that are very eager to come forward to make the rebote way out, like Julian here. That's reasonable for backcourt rebote to come up to the 8 line, 7 line, something like that. But after that, you want the front quarters to go for it. Irby had a little slow start. Joseph was pretty much well on. Serves were good power here. Beautiful save by
what a
CRB. Just really well done.
Yeah, you see the little ripple in the net. Julian getting his cesta stuck, opening up, sailing wide, and a little bit higher than he wanted, out of play.
Not good for the cesta. Definitely not good for your arm.
Then that final carom, that shot across the front wall. Not a natural bounce, ending it in favor of the Devils. Won 3 of 4 matches going into the finale right here, where Douglas had the advantage taking on Nicholas, who was substituting, and all Douglas in this one. Bunch of 2 walls again.
So he came into it with a tweaked knee, then his elbow after a fall-down rebote earlier. And you wouldn't know it by how he played in this last singles match. Nicholas has already played about 1,000 points today. Maybe 1,005, I'm not sure, but somewhere in the realm of 1,000 points as far as just catches and throws. Been absolutely crazy today. Douglas was spot on with his shots, especially this thinly sliced carom that just opened up wide. Just beautifully executed.
Inside placement, just out of reach.
Yeah, Nicholas played, Nicholas has played so many points, but Douglas just one after the next, after the next, after the next. Was just spot on, throwing a few more shots than we've seen him throw as well, and matching Nicholas shot for shot and throw for throw.
Look at the 2-wall dropping down, just landing in, out of reach. A bunch of those here as we roll on in set number 2. Late
beautiful
push.
2-wall. Yeah, beautiful 2-wall by Nicholas.
Yeah.
Douglas was already moving out towards it, but it just opened wide. This one he got thrown just out of reach of Nicholas. Really well executed there by Douglas. Nice save. Did not have the distance.
Yeah, just coming up short. That one dropped into the pad. Did you know the pad is bad?
I've heard that.
6.5 points, though, for the Devils on this game day. 1.5 for the Warriors. But with that win, 6.5 points they have enough to advance into the playoffs here in our Fall 23 season. Let's pull up those standings here and see where all 5 of our teams stack up. Here at this point in the season, we're going to know the Rote Renegades up at the top, 79 points, locked into the number 1 seed. Cyclones sitting in second with 70 points, but the Devils 8 behind are at 62. The math works out. If they get all 8 points, they'd be tied at 70. Then we have to look at some tiebreakers and see the Devils overtake the Cyclones. Still possible, but they're going to need a clean sweep of the points on Friday when they take on the Chargers.
This is why I'm totally blessed to have the best statistician anywhere in sports as far as I'm concerned, is that I can't keep track of any of that, to be honest with you. So I have Andrew sitting right next to me, and he keeps me clued in. Thank you very much.
They got that nice graphic for us, which makes it pretty easy, too.
I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see that far, so thank you.
All right, Stu. Player of the day for today. Couple good candidates.
That I know.
Good play across the board. Some surprising.
How do you not give it to Nicholas? After the 1,000th point, after the 1,000th throw, do you not just say, "Hey, it's yours, buddy"?
Yeah,
there
you got
go.
it.
No. The player who stood out to me today, without any question, was Douglas. Douglas came into it shaky. We weren't even sure if he was going to be able to play. Then we weren't sure if he was going to play all of his matches. His knee was bothering him. When you play with pain, sometimes you play a little tenuous. We saw him, I think, a little tenuous maybe in that first doubles match, but then he took off like a rocket and played fantastic. So for me, without question, Douglas is the player of the day.
Yeah, he opened it up as the day went on. Let's hear what Douglas had to say. Talk to him in the break. Hey, everybody, we are here with our player of the day for today, Douglas of the Devils. You guys locked into the playoffs now with your win today. What does it mean to finally have that secured?
Man, it means a lot. We've been fighting all season long. We've had ups and downs throughout the season. We've had some really high moments, some really low moments, but we've been fighting and fighting and fighting, and I think it shows. And it felt really, really good today to go out there and, clinch the playoff spot and take on the Cyclones next Monday. So.
Yeah, and you guys actually still have an outside chance if you sweep the game day of sneaking into second place. What would that mean for this Devils team to have that slight advantage?
That would be huge. Getting the advantage in the playoff means a lot. So, anything's possible. They're a great team, and it'd be hard to sweep them, but going out there and giving our best shot on Friday. So, see what happens.
Awesome. Thank you, Douglas, our player of the day for today. That was Douglas, our player of the day for today, Stu. When we return Friday night, that will be the final night of our regular season. It'll be the Devils against the Chargers. Again, the Devils need all 8 points, but they could get into a tie for second place, and then we'll see how the tiebreakers fall if we get there. Jairo and Urbieta take on Zuleika and Rock, then CRB and Arta against Flores and Spinner. Douglas against Zuleika in singles. CRB and Urbieta against Flores and Benny, fifth-ranked doubles. Jairo and Iriando take on Iturbide and Rock, the fourth doubles match, and we close it out, fourth singles, Arta against Spinner. Stu and I will be here to close out our regular season here on Friday, 7 p.m. start time for the finale. He's Stu Nyman. I'm Andrew Blackman. We'll be back here to close it out in a couple days.
See you Friday, 7 p.m.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!